Hey there. You're watching the Jessa Channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today is Sundays, the 6th of Frostfall, in the 4th era, 201, in the land of Skyrim. It's 5:39 p.m. and Kinlen has just finished clearing out a barrow and trying to help us very impatient Dunmer get her just desserts. And now Kinlen is on her way to the Imperial camp to meet with Legate Rikke. As you can see, she is quite filthy, as a person would be after digging through thousands of years of grime and decay in a Draugr crypt. Valgus is trying not to kind of keep upwind of her, as it were. And as usual, she has her hounds, Scout and Miko, by her side, as always. So this episode is going to be really enjoyable because we're going to be regaining the rift. And it's just a beautiful day here. I've also got some books lined up for us to listen to as well, as Kinlen makes her way with her stompy walk. A very strange looking plant. I know nothing, though, of plants or alchemy, and if it weren't for the good alchemists of this land, I would be dead. That's for sure. Kinlen takes a breath of fresh air, kind of clearing out her nostrils and her lungs of all that dust and Draugrs, just ash and everything. I believe I need to check my compass. Ah, perfect. I may become a backcountry woodswoman before the day is over, or at least before this journey is over. Ah. The view is magnificent, isn't it, Valgus? Good boy. Another one of these strange mounds. A peaceful beast has found a corner to live, hopefully without... Oh, no. I spoke too soon. I see a saber cat in the distance. No! Be careful! You shall find yourself injured. My hounds will take care of it. Be careful!
You to mess with me.
Let's keep moving.
Vacation is where the head is. That is what Dervenin told us about our master. He's cozy in his solitude.
Ah. I see. I also see that you do not need my assistance, as you have done quite well with that little, pea pricker you have there. Against a saber cat, though my hounds did come to your rescue. Wait, ho there!
Don't go to the Blue Palace. The master is on vacation. Don't listen to Dervenin. Don't do it.
Oh. You're talking about... Well, that was moons ago. I'll be on my way then. Kinlen remembers her trip into the dark recesses of the Blue Palace, where she obtained the Wabbajack. But that was many moons ago.
Did you hear something?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh! That hurt! The sound of my hounds in pain does not make me happy! I don't think so!
I can take you.
No, I don't think you can! Oh, whoa. Wow. Oh my gosh, she got stuck in the stair. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's creepy. Oh God, I'm just gonna kind of back away from that. Wow, did you see that? Wow. Oh God, that was weird. Let's see if Kinlen can kind of maybe ease her of her well, discomfort. Let's see. Okay, that's just creepy. No, we're just gonna stop right there. But this battle axe looks handsome indeed. More bandits hoarding their plunder. But luckily, I am here to relieve them of it. Kinlen takes out her sword and with the hilt gives a really crisp pound to the lock. I mean, crisp pound to the lock. Like I said, a freaking crisp pound. Ah, this must be where they looked out for travelers passing through. I'm surprised that so close to the Imperial camp, the soldiers had not cleaned out this rabble. Hold there, I'll be down momentarily. Well, nothing like battle in the morning to give a person a sense of, well, victory. They were hoarding their little bit of goods here. Most stolen from travelers, no doubt. It grows dark, and my stomach grumbles. I hear the armorer's hammer, which always tells me I'm close to a camp. Yes. Kinlen slides down and puts away her compass. And with a big smile and a stomach ready for dinner, she walks into the camp. Ho there! Good man, is the soldier in? I mean the legate in? Ah, there's her tent. Suddenly remembering how dirty she is, Kinlen steps back from the tent, gives herself a good brush off as best she can, and tries to straighten her armor, knowing how important it is to her father that she appear as neat as possible. even after dungeon diving. She wipes the grime off her face as best she can, leaving more smears and streaks than any kind of cleanliness. But doing the best she can, she straightens her shoulders and walks in and gives a salute. Legate! Legate Rikke looks at her with a bit of disdain on her face. Kinlen salutes. I am here to report.
Something to report?
Yes, ma'am. I am reporting for duty. If you'll excuse my attire, I was, waylaid on the way.
You're going to Riften. My spies report the Jarl's steward Anuriel has arrangements with the Thieves Guild that would be rather embarrassing if made public. I need you to find evidence of her corrupt activities and use it to gain a measure of her cooperation. This will require stealth and discretion. The Jarl's guards won't take kindly to anyone rummaging through her steward's private quarters.
I see. Stealth and discretion. Well, I am adept at one, if not the other, and I'll find a way. I'll get that proof, and the steward's cooperation for our cause.
Good. I can always count on you, can't I?
Yes, ma'am, you can. Kinlen salutes again and walks out of the camp. It seems that the legate has had a long day and is as tired as everyone else is. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Wow. Let's try and get a better shot of this. Wow. Look at that. That's amazing. Wow. The two moons of Nirn, Master and Secunda. Wow. So, for those of you who are really knowledgeable in the lore of Skyrim, could you let me know which one is Master? Is Master the larger one? And Secunda the smaller? Wow, that is glorious. Absolutely glorious. Let's just take a little moment here to try and get a really good shot of that. Can just see the moon over the horizon. Wow. Very impressive. Skyrim is beautiful. Oh, Miko. Oh my goodness. I mean, I just can't stop taking pictures. It's just so amazing. Wow. And it's just, wow. Okay. So, Kinlen is going to dismiss, or at least tell her followers to relax for the evening. So Miko's going to go out and do a bit of hunting. And maybe go over and visit the armorer. Both of the dogs seem to like the armorer. And Kinlen's going to sit down and have some of this delicious stew that's just come out of the stew pot here by the fire. She's going to munch on her food and think about this mission coming up. As she considers, she realizes it's going to require some sort of disguise. Some way to, because with her very bright blonde hair, how she could have been seen numerous times, she's going to have to disguise herself yet again. Sadly, that means taking off of her, we're gonna have some juice to finish up and a crostata. Taking off her orc war paint. Again, orc war paint. And just for fun, Kinlen whips out some mead and surreptitiously offers a little bit of it to each soldier. And they share a bottle as they sit around the fire, and hours pass. Burkhan here has enjoyed his mead very much, and
I'm still sore where I took that arrow. I hate archers. Oh, quit your belly aching.
And Kinlen, as always, is going to help out the soldiers in need. This man looks particularly in pain. What is your name, good sir?
Oh, the pain! Somebody stop the pain!
I will be glad to. I can help you. You say your name is Glavari. A good, proud, strong name. Here.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Help yourself with this potion. Share it here with your fellow soldier. Should help you feel both much better in the morning. Rest well and easy. Already a bit tired. He lays down and goes to sleep. And Kinlen decides that that would also be a good idea for her as well. So, I think what I'm going to do here is have Kinlen get on the bed here and sit down again. And that's terrible because you can barely see her there. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to jump out of that because we can't really see her. It's a problem with it sitting on the bed like that. Let me see here. I have so many animations here. Sit on an edge. Let's try this one. Don't know how you have to be lined up to the edge. Well, not quite what I was going for at all. I bet what happens. Let's just see for fun. Let me see. How do I get her out of this one? Oh yeah, just forward. Okay. So now I'm determined just to see if I can get her to, let's do it this way. I'm much better at, some people are so much better in this game,
This Imperial armor is damn heavy. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Let's see. How's that do? Okay, weird clipping. Nope, no good. Oh well, so sad.
I took that arrow.
Anyway,
yeah, I know what you mean.
I think I'm gonna have Kinlen. Let's see here. We'll just sit down right here on the rug with my favorite sitting animation because it doesn't clip so badly here. And this is actually the animation from, in case you don't know this, so many people have this mod. Nope, I have it up here. I Need has a animation that you can use. Sitting only, sit hotkey, this one right here. And I use this one so much because it just allows her to just sit down and then she can do whatever she wants to do there while sitting down. And what we're going to do is, while Kinlen sits here, we're going to listen to a book. This one is a book that Kinlen has. I think, no, she doesn't have it, but we'll read it anyway. I believe it's called Dunmer of Skyrim. I'm just going to pull that book up and then we're going to take a listen. Once again, this book is presented by Skyrim Book Club. I have a collaboration going with them. Wonderful people, or a wonderful person. It's Steve who runs it. And it is all audiobooks. Steve and various other people reading audiobooks of reading the books of Skyrim. So you can listen to, there's a large library and they're still recording. So head on over there and take a listen to some of the books. But let me pull up Dunmer Skyrim for us. And you know, actually, since it's such a glorious night, I think we'll have Kinlen walk a bit around. Just take a little evening walk on her own while she listens, while we read this book or listen to this book. And we'll know that this is something that Kinlen read before bed. Enjoy the Dunmer of Skyrim.
Dunmer of Skyrim by Athal Saris. A proclamation of Dunmer supremacy in eastern Skyrim.
Dunmer, that is our name. Yet you deny us even this courtesy. You, white-skinned, jaundice-haired apes of this god-forsaken frozen wilderness. To you Nords, we are the grey ones, the ashen-skinned, the dark elves of Morrowind, who have as much place in your land as an infection in an open wound. Oh yes, we have read your great cultural work, Nords of Skyrim, in which you extol the many virtues of your people and province, and invite any visitor to come experience your homeland for themselves. Welcome we did, Nords, and the reception was less than was promised, but exactly what we expected. So I, Athal Saris, Dunmer, an immigrant to Skyrim, have decided to answer your beloved book with a work of my own, and let all who read it know that Nords are not the only race to reside in this cold and inhospitable realm. For we Dark Elves have come, and little by little shall claim Skyrim as our own. But where, you may ask, have we taken up residence? Why, none other than the ancient city of Windhelm, once the capital of the First Empire. Yes, Nords, in the shadow of your own Palace of the Kings, where the Nord hero Iskramor once held court, we now thrive. Oh yes. Your beloved 500 companions may have driven our ancestors from Skyrim, but that was then. This is now. Indeed, one might be surprised as to just how well we've settled into Windhelm. The district once known as the Snow Quarter is thus named no more. Now they call it the Grey Quarter, for such is the reality of the Dunmer occupation. The district is now populated entirely by my kind, a victory not lost on its residents. Oh, but the peaceful occupation goes even further. Thirsty? You'll find no Nord mead hall in the Grey Quarter, but the spirits flow well enough in the new Nicest Corner Club. Seeking a respected family? You'll find no Greymanes within these walls. But perhaps you'd like to pay a visit to the home of Bellin Hlelu, descendant of one of the most noble houses in all of Morrowind. Ah, but no. You Nords don't come to the Grey Quarter, do you? You fear our streets, as you fear our skin. So now, children of Skyrim, you have the truth of it. You may call this province home, but you can no sooner claim to own it than a cow can claim to own its master's field. You are just another breed of domestic animal, grazing stupidly while higher beings plot your slaughter.
Dunmer of Skyrim by Athal Saris. A proclamation of Dunmer supremacy in eastern Skyrim.
Well, that was something. A proclamation of Dunmer supremacy. It certainly was. Kinlen walked around the camp, got fresh air, enjoyed an evening pipe. Hello, good quartermaster. And it's now time, past time, to be abed. Kinlen's going to go to bed filthy and wash in the morning. She's exhausted. been surprising to me that if I had to name one of the mods that most affected and gave me opportunities for roleplay in this particular playthrough, it was bathing in Skyrim, which I didn't expect. It allowed her to dress as a dirty beggar woman. It's been a fantastic mod. So let me know if you're using it in your playthrough as well. Kinlen's going to get 8 hours of good, solid sleep.
This
And
Imperial armor is damn heavy. It's
she
not that
sleeps rather dreamlessly, just images floating by. Her mother, the white gold tower, her and Valgus playing a lute. Just weird images. Wow, we're dirty. Okay, so Kinlen's gonna go and get a bucket from nearby and warm water that's always sitting next to the fire, and a pot for the soldiers to wash up with and for wounds and that kind of stuff, and close the curtains and then cleanse herself. Yep, it's bath time. Scrub up. Kinlen's got such a strong warrior woman's body, you know, very strong and stocky. I think if she lived in our world, I'd say she's probably about 6 foot. I see her as being pretty tall, actually, maybe just under 6 feet. And absolutely ravenous. So she's just going to grab some more, the last of the beef stew, as the men have been up for hours and long since eaten, and Kinlen is a bit late to dinner, and this soldier is trying very hard to climb over the fire. I don't know what's up with that. We're going to have a bit of goat cheese and some milk with her Orsinian battle tea. Okay, so it's time to head over to the quartermaster here and take a look in Kinlen's pack and see what it is that, and as usual, the scout is hanging out by the quartermaster. She loves the quartermasters. Both of the dogs do, for some reason, like to be near the armorer's hammer and the quartermaster. And let's give Scout, if we can, some breakfast here. Scout gets a treat. Or not. Am I out of treats for you? I don't know. Might have to give one to Miko. Sometimes Scout bugs out. And by sometimes, I mean most of the time. There we go. We'll give one to Miko and she shares it with Scout. Yep, Scout's happy. So anyway, Scout is a wonderful companion. Really sweet and very, very bloodthirsty. Valgus is up and taking care of some of his armor, I guess, or just maybe working on a little side project. Not sure there. But anyway, we are going to go in here and take a look at what Kinlen might be able to put on for, and what kind of disguise she can take on. She looks over her pack. She sees an amulet of Stendarr. She has several outfits. Ah, a rough blanket. It's itchy and stained. It would be uncomfortable, but it would be wonderful to wear. Kinlen slides that on, and then holding the amulet of Stendarr, an idea comes to her. Ah, yes. I could be some sort of missionary of Stendarr. She drapes the necklace around her neck and then takes off her boots and gloves. Let's see, I need some sort of shoes. Ah, these will do. Simple. and a bit worn. Oh, of course, I'll have to take off my mother's ring. Let's see. I need something else. Perhaps robes or some sort of clothing. Let's see what our quartermaster has. Good man. Okay, let's see what he has in stock. Ooh, common clothes. That could do quite nicely. We'll grab those. And then nothing here for the head. She'll have to cover her hair in some way. This face guard, I don't think that's going to do. I think that's going to cover her face, which she wouldn't want. A missionary wouldn't want that. So let's see. Let's put these things on. Let's see. That was Nord Sentinel face guard and common clothes. Oh, not that one. This one. Here we go. Yeah, that's actually really... Oh, gosh, no. No, that's just frightening. We'll sell that back right now. Let's see. Nord Sentinel face guard. Yeah, no. May have to go looking for, something over there in that bandits area. But these look quite good. Comfortable too. And the amulet sticks out just underneath. That's wonderful. Oh, and yes, I'll have to get rid of this face paint. Kinlen's going to grab a bucket and scrub off the face paint. So let's take care of that right now. And also, I think we can deepen her disguise. Now you can see up, if you can see up close here, Kinlen has freckles here. I think for the war paint, the way I found to take it off is to just go all the way over here and then go all the way back and it kind of disappears there. She has very light freckles, but let's see if we can make those freckles be a little bit more, where is it? Hand paint, makeup. There we go. So if I press T here, I can get all the textures. And I might be able to make these freckles a little darker. And we'll just say that she's painted them on. Valgus took like a little stick and wrapped some cloth around the end of it and dipped it in a kind of mud or something that they've gotten here, paste from the dirt, and maybe crushed one of these darker flowers in that's just behind her into it and painted it on her face. We can go for... Let's make these a little bit darker so we can see. There we go. That's cool. That's awesome. All right, so we will go with that. Just giving her a slightly different look, and with the hood and the darker freckles all over, it should work out quite nicely. Okay. All right, let's see our heroine thus far. I love it. The faces she makes. She's like, I don't know, Valgus. These seem rather... And Scout's like, you look silly, Mom. All right, so we've eaten. Valgus has been busy at the Armorer's Forge, but we need some sort of... Let me think this over. Now, the thing is that if we're going to go as missionaries of a sort of Stendhal, Kinlen, for some reason, really enjoys smoking her pipe from a high vantage point. Come on, give me some love here. Let me up here. I think it just reminds her of the solitude battlements at home. She'll just sit here on this cold, chilly rock, putting the cape underneath her hips so that she doesn't get too chilled in the butt, as it were. And she'll have another pipe. And we're also going to take a look at her journal. As she has her pipe, she smokes and thinks about what she remembers from her training about the divines and the precepts of Stendarr. Stendarr was one of the divines that they focused on a good deal in the priory at Burma. And she remembers that these are the precepts of Stendarr. Never refuse aid when you are capable of providing. Her pen scratches along the paper. Go among the infirm and the wounded wherever you find them. Offer prayer to Stendarr every day. Do not hoard wealth or indulge physically. Then she stops and thinks about it. I'll need a name. And Valgus, who shall he be? I know. I'll have a name like, Fjolia. And I'll travel with Valgus as my brother, Vordjan. I'll call him Yanni. And we are bringing Stendarr's mercy around Skyrim. Now let's see why. Kinlen taps her pen, her writing quill, the feather of it on her, absent-mindedly on her cheek as she thinks it through. I could go as like a missionary. But what reason would I be traveling? Suddenly, images from the dream Kinlen had last night come back to her, and she sees herself and Valgus playing a lute. That's it. We'll be traveling bards on a mission of mercy because our grandmother is ill. She lies ill abed, and I received in a dream a message from Stendarr that if I were to walk the breadth and the length of Skyrim and come home well and end with good tidings, it would cure my grandmother. We could live on a farm. Yes, we'll be traveling farm people. Left the farm for the first time and playing our lutes. Brother and sister, earning coin and then passing that coin along to the infirm, beggars, and the like. Now my weapons are very fine, but I dare not walk without them. And I'll need a voice. Something shy and tremulous and high, like, I am a simple farm girl. Stendarr's blessings be upon you. Stendarr's blessings. Perhaps if I add a bit of a stutter. Stendarr's blessings be upon you. Ah, that's it. That's it. That will work nicely. Yes. Kinlen writes and scribbles all this down in her notebook, and considering it a good bit of morning work, as an hour or so has passed,
I'm still sore where I
I think it's time for Kinlen to head down. Let's see here. Oh, a gourd. These are very, very good cooked. Over the fire with a bit of cheese on them. Oh, they belong to someone. Oh, of course, the camp. Of course I'll push them. Naturally. I will give my coin as good as the next soldier. So, feeling rather invigorated, Kinlen is going to call her crew to her side, and we're going to head off to Riften. Valgus and Scout being the lead dog, makes her way first. She's the fastest by far. Here comes Valgus. And finally, Miko. And also, there's a soldier on patrol. As usual. Good man. Keeping the routes safe. We'll get out of his way. Okay, so let's see here. I need a bit of something to cover my head. There should be something here in this bandit's refuge. Goodness knows they steal enough odds and ends. Kinlen pries open some crates, and we're going to take a look around at what we have here. Apron, a cowl. Ah, that should do. Kinlen slips that on her head. And let's see. There we go. Our simple Stendar's missionary. Let me get a good picture of her standing with this. Let's see. There we go. Yes, we have Kinlen, the simple farm mistress, farm maiden. All right, so Kinlen wraps this ragged scarf, cloak around her, and knows that the Imperial soldiers will come and clean up the riffraff of these bodies soon enough. And let's check our map. We're going to mark Riften. I love this song. In order to get... Oh, my screen has just gone black. Hold on, let me find out what's going on here. Okay. I accidentally fast traveled. I meant not to fast travel. I meant to mark.
They're honorable because they avoid violence. Violence can take many forms, and one can starve to death when they are stripped of coin.
Okay, well, that was not expected, but we'll just roll with it because I meant to have us walk here and have a leisurely walk to Riften as Kinlen discovered her... You know what? Actually, I'll just go back to where we were because I really enjoy that walk to Riften. So hold on while I take us back to where we were in the story, and we'll just kind of forget that little oopsie. All right, I took us back to the campsite, which is about halfway between the... Whoa! Kinlen suddenly desperately wishes that she had her armor. What is that noise?
Now you're mine.
Oh! It's a man fighting a bear. He doesn't look like he needs much help. No, maybe he does. Here! I will help you!
Now.
It's done. Let's keep moving.
Oh! Hello.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought.
Ah, well, I can see that you are a very able-bodied man. Good with the magic as well. I am not in need currently. Wait. Would you be willing to perhaps aid me. I am well, no. No. I cannot right now. But thank you. If I see you along the roads again, perhaps.
Why settle for just stabbing your foes when you can roast them alive in a gout of arcane fire?
So you might be wondering why I did not pick up Marcuria for Kinlen's elite fighting force, seeing as how he is so very skilled. She suddenly remembered that she is not Kinlen right now. That's why. So we're going to keep an eye out for Mercurial, and if we see him again, she'll hire him to, because he's obviously skilled. Okay, so where were we? Let's grab the compass up here. Ah, a patrol. Good morning, or afternoon at this point. So let's try this again, where I mark Riften, not travel to Riften. Let's place a marker. And compass. And see which way lies our path. Not showing up here. Oh. Valgus was healing someone there. So I'm a bit topsy-turvy right now. Which way am I facing? Oh, okay. Because for some reason that marker isn't showing up. Custom destination. Yeah, that's one of the problems with that particular mod. All right. So, we're going to be heading on to Riften, but I believe this episode has gone on long enough. So on the next episode, we'll begin right here on the road to Riften. And we will enter Riften as, once again, the simple peasant farm maiden and missionary of Stendar, Fjolia, and her brother Johnny. I want to thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below. And if you loved it, join the party and subscribe. Today is November 11th, the 5th anniversary of the Jessa Channel. And this is episode 2 of All Day Skyrim. Skyrim all day long. So keep watching as more episodes will be coming out throughout the day. If you enjoyed yourself, please let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching for the last 5 years. Yay!